So recently, my last day of high school was May 17th, 2019, because I am a senior. So this is a video about my recap of all the interesting parts that happened on my last day of high school. Now, since this was my last day, this was also my last day to get my grades up because I have to make sure like I pass all my classes. And this was also my last day to take all my final exams for my classes that I am required to do. See, my first period, my government teacher wasn't there, so it was a sub, but I still took my exam online on the laptop on this website called Illuminate. Second period for my English class, my teacher wasn't there. And it turned out that he wasn't going to be there anyway because we had nothing else to do since we had already taken our writing final some days earlier. A random teacher came in and told us that there was supposed to be a sub, but the sub was running late. Yeah, we literally had nothing to do in there since we were done with our final and stuff like that we had just been watching movies. But like since the teacher wasn't there and the sub wasn't there, you could literally just leave the whole class if you want to. My friend, I'm going to call her Daniela. She came back from the bathroom and like told me like she had got back. And like I told her like if she wanted to go somewhere else because we had nothing to do in our class since the sub wasn't there and our English teacher wasn't there. And she was like, "Yeah, sure." And we both left our classroom to go walk outside of the school campus. It was really nice walking outside. We ran into some of her friends and some people I know too. We all like sat outside together and we were just chilling there and stuff. The weird part about it is that when we're outside, we saw like the sub that was supposed to be subbing for our class, but he wasn't doing anything. He was just sitting there outside talking to one of the students that that were like kind of hanging out with us. And like the sub was saying how he didn't know where her class was at. He's just sitting there talking with her. It's funny. Third period, my Spanish class that I hate because it's really boring and I don't learn anything because my teacher, I'm going to call him Mr. Spain because he's from Spain. He like he like depends on, I don't know, for us to do our work online for online assignments. We rarely write and stuff and no one really knows Spanish in that class to be honest because of all that. But anyways, I took my final exam in there since like I am a senior and I have to for my grade. It was like a reading exam. Like you had to listen to like the Spanish audio and like bubble in like your answers and stuff on the answer sheet. And there's also a reading part on there. Like reading stuff about it and answering questions about that too and stuff. As I was done with my exam there for Spanish, me and the other seniors, like they all finished already. And then like my friend, I'm gonna call him Shattuck Knight because that's the name of his YouTube channel. He's a video gaming channel if anyone wants to watch him or whatever. But like he was saying that he was gonna leave because he said that we only had to do our exams in there and that there would be nothing else to do in there. And then like he left, then like every other senior left and I saw them leaving and I didn't want to be left out, so I quickly left because I didn't see any point of being there in a class. And as I left and I was like walking outside and I like spotted them and like I was quickly walking to like catch up with them. They're all surprised to see me. I was saying, "Oh, Sandy, finally doing something bad," and just start laughing. Cause like I'm usually the good student like in school doesn't really do anything bad. Even though I've done like a little bit bad stuff in my life. Because I don't do this that often. Or fourth period, which is my advisory. I was gonna go on night school to continue my progress on there on Ingenuity on the computer. But the internet was acting shitty. It was slow, so I couldn't do it on the computer. So I got like these two people, my advisory, to sign my yearbook because I wanted them to sign my yearbook. And my advisory teacher, he was giving us advice since we were all seniors in his advisory class. My advisory teacher, he's a coach for like the football team at my high school. For advice, he was telling us to be specific with our time and to like manage it, because he said that like he regrets like wasting his time back then, because he said that he should have been living his life back then, but that now he is actually living his life. So he said that if you're going to get a job and you're just going to do it for the money, then you're just wasting your time, because he said that money is the root to all evil since it is your love for money. He said that if you want to get a job, that you should only get it just for the experience of it and if it's of your particular interest in it too. He was also talking about how his first date with his wife that he's proud of, and he said that when he tells people his story about it, he said that people laugh about it, but that he doesn't care because he's proud of it himself. His first date with his wife, he was telling us, was like when they both went hiking to Camelback Mountain. I only listened to like half of his story because I tuned out because I was talking to the two boys that were signing my yearbook. After advisory, it was lunch. So I was waiting outside for the rest of my group of senior friends. And suddenly I just see a freaking fire truck just pop onto school campus. And I see a security guard. He's all loud and running. He's all shouting for people to move out of the way. And the people that are standing outside, they're all scattered around like ants, and they're all running quickly to move out of the way so the fire truck could get through, because they didn't want to get run over, and because like someone was in need of medical attention or something, because someone wasn't feeling good. Apparently it was like a teacher or something. After the fire truck was driving away, I saw my freshman friend. Like I said bye to her, to know like I might not see her again, and I'm gonna miss her. One of my friends went to a luncheon because she was part of journalism, and some of my other friends, they weren't there. Like one of them wasn't at school either. And like I went with one of my like other friends to go to the bookstore because me and her, we had to get our golden ticket, which is basically a yellow slip of paper that we need to say that we don't have any more debt at the bookstore, because it's also a requirement to get for a graduation rehearsal. And I also had to go to the bookstore too because I had to pick up my cap and gown there, since my dad had ordered it online.